what's happening.
Yeah. I mean, we're just commentating treasures at that point. So,
yeah. So the Iroquois hero Narbe was trying to get a pirate, but passed it, and instead took a native scout. The native scout is now finding the trade route probably and checking whether Aztec has anything planned for him. In the center, we have the Iroquois and the Aztec hero, both scouting for an FB. The Iroquois villager is trying to hunt it, and so these two villagers trying to build an FB have been scouted by the native scout and by the alligator. Don't know if this is really smart for Hazza to do. He should just chop more wood because he needs to put this warhawk down as soon as possible. But this villager is being attacked by
but
army.
But the native scout will go down, so he'll be able to get down the warhead. Apologies for my silence there. My roommate he's leaving for the holidays, so
yeah, no worries. Like I took over, and here you see the difference. Here you see that Hazza took the pirate, and that makes all the difference right now. Does the Iroquois have a warhead up yet? He just aged up.
Yeah, he'll place it down with his trevor, which he wants to secure this hunt with it. Yeah. So
really, that's so late. Like he could have just like chopped the wood, built it sooner, and just aged up. Press the big button in the town center and get those 5 tomahawks out. What do you think of that?
I don't know how much the tomahawk rush is good versus Aztec because they have those really nice shipments with 10. Well, I'm gonna say Mace Holtons because
Master Holton.
yeah. Those my mouth moves and very. I can't pronounce things very well, but yeah, I mean, of course, the Mace Holtons are excellent anti-heavy infantry units, and the big button rush kind of relies on tomahawks, so it can be shut down quite easily from Aztec. So I think this type of play is nice from Iroquois and to be expected, and we actually see 5 pumas coming out first for Hazza. I'm interested to see what these will really get done.
Yeah, Hazza has sent 700 wood. 700 wood because he was housed for a bit. Now being attacked by the 4 Kanyas, and he doesn't see it.
No,
second
wow.
villager going down. The
this
third
is a
villager,
huge raid.
This is massive. Oh my god! And now he saw it, but he has several villagers idle, and those pumas. Oh my god, they're so out of place. The 4th villager going down.
This is brutal. Wow, this is like the most.
This 5th. Oh, he's managed to save it.
I mean, this is the most useful 4 Kanye I've seen in some time, and
absolutely, they have been worth that card double and twice and thrice over. And this is that was almost the 4th villager, and the pumas now finally have net, and yeah, they won't be able to catch up with him. Oh, no, that's really smart. Just one lonely puma.
He'll get the one, but wow, those 3 will catch the Mace Holtons out of position. What an opening this is for Lucas. My goodness, he is seeming to be rolling.
Time, he hasn't sent... now he's using his tomahawks. This could go really well for Lucas. I mean, I don't know why these tomahawks in the corner are just idle over here.
Oh, yeah.
Ignore that part. But look, he's got only 6 Master Walton left. And that is big. Just a few pumas.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, yeah, Lucas could take this, especially with the hyena pop, and Hazza smartly pulling back.
And those hyenas so dirt cheap and really good, right?
Oh yeah,
First Master Walton. Master Walton having 8, and those hyenas have 12 attack. So, is that another pop? Yeah, that's another card. 9 Master Walton being sent by Hazza.
That's correct. So and I think Hazza feels pressured. I mean, he knows that he's just lost like 3 or 4 villagers, and that Lucas.
Yeah, that's big.
has the better economy right now. If he just sits back and waits, he's going to get outscaled. So I think he's going to try to
Definitely.
apply some pressure here. I mean, there's a decent amount of Mace Holdens on the field, and with the 5 Coyotes, it's possible he can get a good engagement here. We'll see.
Yeah, Town Center probably going to kill this Master Walton. Yeah, those longhouses have so much HP.
Yeah.
I think he should just pull back. Like
yeah, he is.
Yeah, he needs some coyotes.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any.
And he's only slightly ahead in military population.
Yeah.
Defender's advantage would have really worked in Lucas's favor there, I believe. And a stable coming down now for the Iroquois player, so that would be really helpful for him.
Yeah, that's going to be game-changing because he's got only 5 coyotes. They were made in his warhouse, so he still has got that card left, probably. However, how are you going to deal with this Iroquois mass? Like, a few Kanya horsemen, but soon we're going to expect a few more. That's going to deal really nicely with all these Master Halton. And then
and I expect the unit shipment here to pop out relatively soon from the town center, maybe something like 7 Hyena or 6 Tomahawk. I don't. There's just not enough. Maybe there's just not enough cavalry to take this fight now for Lucas. But he's still engaging. And I feel like this... Oh, but 5 more reinforcing Kanya.
Yeah.
This is going to be huge. Okay, if he micros this properly, he should be able to take out this Aztec army.
Those Pumas are trying to defend the Master Halton, but I don't think they're going to be able to.
No, but I mean, that's a lot of damage that those Pumas are doing, though, and the Cav just kind of stayed there.
Yeah, so there's still 1 Puma alive, and Lucas is doing a really good job at microing the Pumas. There's still 2 Coyotes alive, 4 of them.
Yeah, this one's all right, and Hazza's in favor.
Yeah, Hazza has been able to manage to at least stabilize, right?
Yeah, he's stabilized, and he's caught up in villager population somehow.
And 5 more Coyote popping out. Oh, yeah. This is huge. I think he sent the Coyote card and had like 5 Coyotes made as well.
He did.
So he could perhaps take this if he can just kill those Kanya horsemen.
We'll have to see. There's 1 Kanye in queue for Lucas. I think really a large cab batch is what the Iroquois player is going to rely on here. And 6 Tomahawks coming in, so both players trying to hit their critical mass at this moment. And the middle forward base is...
Aztec is peaking at this moment. Like he doesn't have another 5 Coyotes.
Yeah, that really was huge pop. And how many Tomahawks are here? Only just a handful.
And Puma popping out. This is the 6th Puma card, and this is going to be a change.
Wow,
game changer, look.
Oh, but there's, I mean, still all this infantry is DPSing so hard, especially with this Explorer alive in the back. And 4 more Kanyas come, and there's no anti-cav left, and this just looks GG.
Oh, wow. Yeah. And Hazza has recognized it. That GG. Was an exciting game, mate.
Yeah, I think it was honestly decided when those 4 Kanye killed 4 villagers.
Yep, that was the last part. Yeah. Really nice.
Oh, it accidentally kept the score from the last one. Whoops, my mistake. It's 1-0 Lucas right now.
Now let me check the Discord. Oh yeah, that was just aimed at you. I did see it, but it's not a biggie. I mean, as the main caster, you just have so many things to pay attention to. And if you also have to pay attention to all the messages streaming in, that's quite difficult sometimes. Yeah. But, you know, I had it the first time as well. And so, Lucas's pick, right? And Hazza's going to answer him on Cascade range.
Yeah, Maybe you want to
I'm
play
expecting
Aztec.
China.
China could work.
Yeah. India.
I think ports are actually kind of critically underrated on this map. Or criminally is maybe what I meant to say.
Criminally.
Yeah, criminally underrated. I don't know. I think that they just have like really solid, aggressive H2 play with their cards and saving the shipment from H1, as well as that extra town center gives them some much needed map control. But he chooses Aztec.
Well, that's another opportunity for me to pronounce the word Maserwaltin
Yeah,
several times.
They're being awfully kind to you.
Yeah, but yeah, what could you? Yeah, I definitely go China still.
I feel like China maybe relies on a trading post too much. Potentially he could. Oh, Spain.
Ooh,
I'm all right with
so
this. I'm all right with
you're
this.
picking Spain. I'm thinking Fast Fortress. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking H2. I'm thinking crossbow Hussar composition.
Okay.
Just because they really can't fast fortress without a trading post. But it's not as if Spain can't play colonial, right? They have the bonus for experience rate, so they get their shipments quite fast, and they can really spam H2 units and card shipments. I think it just gives him an opportunity to outplay Lucas, which is what he's looking for.
But all you need to do versus Aztec is just to survive the first rush and then age up and deal with them in the third age, isn't it?
Yeah, certainly if Hazza can reach H3, I think he's in a winning position just because Lancers are such a good unit. ESO servers might be bugging.
I think
Yeah,
Hazza is getting chicken feet.
the game browser doesn't refresh, so
Oh.
I think we're just going to give it a couple minutes. This sometimes happens. We can try to launch again. Okay. Oh, okay. So now it's refreshing. We should be good. Oh, it's... Yeah, I'll just do friend foe once we get in game. I don't know. It's... Yeah, green and red is... I guess that's the most prominent kind of color blindness, so...
Yeah, have you done it?
I can do it once we get in game, or I mean, I can do it right now. It's no problem. I'll just do it now. Never mind that green and red are the most Christmas colors, but that's
I know. They were so considerate. Alright, so it's going to be Aztec versus Spain. I'm thinking Hazza should just like try to fast fortress, just hold off the first initial push, whereas SirCallen is saying like, no, Spain should totally take this battle in the second age. They're really good at it. They have several cards. Let's see what's going to happen.
Yeah. No way to know for sure until it actually does, so we'll let them play it out. Then once friend or foe kicks in, which it should any minute now, I can't call the colors yet, so I have to wait for it to load.
Meanwhile, I'm checking the hands. I'm counting 3. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, this map looks pretty fair to me.
Yeah, at least Hazza's last hunt is pretty far off, but that's okay.
Oh,
Someone's saying. Oh.
I
So on this map,
yes,
a lot of gold and wood treasures, and also some food treasures. So that's really important for Spain to age up faster than Aztec probably. And the wood is just going to help him. And he's got 40 wood already. And the Aztec is probably going to find or see the 50 food. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the wood treasures are really, or the food treasures are really helpful for Aztec to age up, for both players really.
But he's picking up the 20 coin. At this
Yeah,
point,
it's okay to pick up coin if you come across it though. I mean,
Hazza is already picking up his second wood treasure. This is going to be about 150 wood together for him if he also managed to get the last one over
yeah,
here in the corner.
that's actually insane. Wow.
He just totally might. He might actually pick all of the wood treasures on the entire map. Like, there aren't any left.
That's crazy. That'd be huge for him.
And he's waiting for his crack shot. Hazza
Yeah, for
has
sure.
researched hunting dogs. And so that's going to help him to age up a bit faster. But he's not heading north to the wood treasure, so he's heading south.
Yeah. I guess he just wants to pick up this coin, maybe.
The coin, 20 coin. Oh my god.
Or perhaps he thinks the last wood treasure spawned over here or something. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah. Now,
But,
the Aztec warrior is going to see the wood treasure probably now.
yeah, and I hope he does for his sake.
Yeah.
He could use a break, and also a nice converted grizzly can be very beneficial.
There we go. He's got it. And Hazza has picked up the 20 coin. Is still a bit far off from aging. About 100 food behind Lucas. What do you think of that? Do you think Aztecs should just send one forward village already and just start building it?
Probably wait until they age up. With Aztec, it's kind of awkward because you do age up to H2 with the fast politician, which means that you almost always reach H2 before you have your war hut up. And then your 700 wood, you really rely on to get your houses and units out.
Incredibly, Hazza has caught up with Lucas and clicked in earlier than Lucas, so he's going to age probably faster. Let's see what the tanks are being researched. Now, Lucas is using the fast age politician, so he's definitely going to age up faster. Hazza, yeah, he's just aging slowly.
Yeah, for sure.
All his villages are now on wood, so, well, let's hope he's going to build a war hut, right?
I believe you will. Do you know how to check the politician for the age up? I'm awfully curious what Hazza's aging up with.
I think we can't, really.
Well, we'll see when it hits. I want to say it'll be the tower and the 200 gold. We'll see. I don't see a... Oh, he's doing the warrior priest build. So we will not see an aggressive forward base from Lucas. Instead, we'll see him dance to 10 warrior priests and potentially do a sort of 7-8 minute timing to Hazza. And I wonder if Hazza's going to be able to scout this or not.
What are the benefits of the warrior priest build?
Well, having 10 warrior priests out is always nice. It's equivalent to like 2 trading posts or something. As well as, you can attack dance with it. And I think basically what its aim is to put together a slightly stronger like mid-game timing rather than early aggression. So instead of your critical mass reaching at like 7 minutes or so, it's more like 9 minutes.
Hazza is moving in, and he's going to scout this out.
Yeah,
and he
he's
probably
definitely
knows this
scouted
strat,
it.
right?
Yes,
He knows.
yeah.
Really.
Has actually has played a lot of Aztec in his time, so he's very familiar with what Lucas can do with the Civ.
Hey, but mate, do you remember what we were talking about at the start of the game? Do you look at the Hazza's town? Look at
Oh yeah, he has definitely
he's totally doing it.
FF,
He's
you're
doing
right.
it, right? I told you
Yeah.
so. I told you this is just going to be so massive.
And I think it's a right response actually to this warrior, or to this fire pit belt.
And 5 dogs. Oh my god, he's going to be able to stop this, right?
Well, he's going to be able to harass it. Wow, they actually do insane damage versus warrior priest.
Almost lost one.
And okay, so this is just making Lucas micro the crap out of this. I mean, Okay, so now he's dancing for the militia.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well,
that's a nice
Brigadier
response.
should be able to deal with this probably, and he did quite well.
Yeah,
Warhead coming down.
I don't think the dogs are worth it then. That kind of just seems like a waste of food.
A bit, but he has aged, so that's quite
He has.
beneficial to him. Like he stopped it for a while. He didn't. Yeah, perhaps not. Yeah.
More dogs. This is insane. I don't know if it's good or not. I honestly can't tell.
This is Hazza. He's committed to it.
Oh, look at these 2 low HP warrior priests at the very back, though. They aren't being pulled in. They're going to both die.
Oh, is he?
Oh, no, but he gets them both in.
So
wow.
close. So darn close.
What teleportation. Wow, more dogs? I don't even know what to think of this. Okay, and now he's smartly focusing down on the Explorer. I think that's the right move here.
Yeah, those warriors are mightily OP though. Like, they lose HP really fast, but their attack is so large. 26 attack. And there you go. Dora the Explorer.
Lucas actually handled that quite well, in my opinion. That's sort of like, like 500 food. Just out for Hazza.
Now, Lucas is doing the right thing. He's using those pretty much worthless warriors now to scout out the middle of the map, but there's nothing yet.
Yeah, he will be able to pick up these dogs.
Yeah.
That's a nice pickup.
Right? Yeah, it's like, even though they're 1 HP, it's just 1 shot, 1 kill. This dog is going down. Like,
yeah, that was some nice little micro there. So, Hazza's going to reach up to Fortress pretty soon, and still no military units from Lucas. So
he doesn't have a shipment in queue yet, but he's going to age up indeed. With Pike, what do you think? Or Cav?
Normally you age up with the Tsar, but he might just do Pike for the... Okay, yeah.
There it is. The Tsar's coming out. And Lucas has seen them with the bear.
Yeah, and so now should be the time when Lucas starts trying to ramp up his timing. Because there's no way he's actually going to age and survive the Spain timing. At least there's no way he should.
And it is so hard for Aztec to fight off the European Civ in the Third Age. Like,
it is. You really just have to outmass the crap out of them, which is what this Warrior Priest build is supposed to do, right? It's supposed to give him that stronger mid-game timing. But, wow! Was that a double split? And he got the 2?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did he micro that?
Oh yeah, definitely. That was way cool. All right, so
you do have the taunts installed, right?
Oh, I don't have the sounds don't come out though.
So, damn it. Yeah. I'm pressing those taunts so you don't hear them. Well,
no. I apologize.
So 5 rods. Do you think 5 rods can kill 5 coyotes?
Yeah, probably. Rods are actually a really good unit.
It's also got some jaguars.
Yeah, you call those from the big button. They're going to be helpful. The thing is, the Aztec player is just kind of out of hunts now. And, ooh, interesting 1,000 wood shipment coming in for Hazza, not military units. So, I wonder what he's going to do with this.
Town center.
Yeah, I think he's just going to claim the map now. Although that's a nice pickup from Lucas there. That was a nice engagement from him. And he's now 43 military pop to 9 and has a ship to 1k wood. I wonder if he realizes that he's got an opening to push in or
not. Doesn't look like it. Like he's still very reactive. Just waiting in his base. Those coyotes, he should explore the map, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
he's just looking for where Hazza is, and Hazza isn't anywhere, basically.
Right, he's still back in his base. I'd like to maybe see maybe Coyote Combat next, or 6 Pumas or something from the Aztec player in a push. I wonder what composition. I wonder what composition Hazza is going to go for. He has the stable down, which leads me to believe he might make Lancers, and I don't blame him because Lancers do so well versus Mace Hilton.
He really needs Lancers, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and okay, so Coyote Combat coming in for Lucas. Meanwhile, 4 Lancers
There
for
we have it.
Hazza.
4 Lancers, but that is actually 5. The UI
That's right.
hasn't been adapted yet, so
Yeah, you're
it
correct.
should be counted as 5. So the 5 Lancers, perhaps let's take a look what's in queue. No Lancers in queue. So this is basically the army he's got.
Right, because I think 5 Lancers just popped. So actually, that's an insane Lancer mass.
Well, as probably because he's researched so many techs in the market already. He's got steel traps. He's got the mine
Yeah, wow,
upgrade as well.
he's gone
So his
quite.
eco is just really good.
He has, and it looks like he's going for this Rod Lancer combination, which actually is going to do very well versus Aztec, I believe. Rodaleros are very good versus other hand infantry. They have a 40% melee resistance.
Resist.
Yeah.
That's big.
So they're going to do quite well versus Coyotes and Pumas, and then the Lancers are there to clean up the Mace Sultans in extremely effective ways. There's not much that actually Aztec can really make unit-wise to counter this, I don't feel like. He's going to have to micro. Yeah, he's going to have to micro exceptionally well.
Oh, look at those Lancers go!
Yeah.
These units are just melting away.
Oh, but the Coyotes are doing quite well versus them. Wow, this is actually a great engagement for Lucas. I thought that composition would be much better than it did. And he's still getting snared.
Melted away, but
yeah. Minutemen coming out now. And he feels forced to take this fight. If he can kill these Coyotes, actually, though. 5 more rods and 2 Falcons. Imagine if those would have popped at the tower. Still, though, they're going to be huge DPS.
Oh, this is so massive damage to the mace.
This is going to clean up.
And perhaps the Coyotes can kill at least one. Yeah, they killed one of them. Yeah.
It's not going to be enough, though. I mean, there's so many Lancers on the field and just not enough anti-cap for Aztec. Wow.
The last Jaguar is also going down the...
What a nice little timing there by Hazza. Great bait.
Nice. Yeah. And the last 4, 3 Master Walton. There's only one Master Wally left now.
There you go. Getting the most out of it you can.
Yeah. And that's it. And at this point, I think if I were Hazza, I would be really happy with what I've achieved here. I might actually just push in a bit to see what's going on, and probably just try to look to go to the 4th age.
Yeah, he can do most anything now. But because this is such a low resource map, it might be best to just sort of push the agenda onto the resources. For instance, if he was aggressive over here or something like that. But really, he's in such a commanding lead. I feel like he doesn't, you know.
Let's see what's going to happen with another altercation between Lancers and Coyote. Last time the Coyotes actually really did well versus the Lancers.
They did surprisingly well with Coyote combat.
One cannon at least down.
Yeah.
More Lancers on the field.
But gosh, those Lancers are just decimating the Maces.
Yeah, 3 times the hand attack. So one hit is 60 damage. And the Minutemen are still alive.
Yeah, that's insane. And yeah, there's just 11 military units, of which 10 of those are warrior priests. So that's a little bit. Also, like in each of these engagements, Aztec has had 10 military pop, overrepresented from these warrior priests.
Yeah, but it's also like these Coyotes are so food intensive. Like, where do you get the food to buy all these Coyotes?
Yeah, for sure.
85 food per unit, and he's running out of hunts really quickly. It's just relegated back to berries, and if you don't have the cart for the berries, I mean, that's so slow.
Right, and cap combat now into these Lancers, and they don't quite one hit the Maces, but they all but do, just leaving them with 11 hit points.
Yeah.
And these 5. Okay, now they're dying in 5 minutes.
That made all the difference. Like, it didn't matter how many Coyotes there were.
Gosh, these Lancers, such a scary unit now.
Yeah. And the last Masawali going down. Warrior priest being called. Yeah, it's not going to happen.
No. It has to doing a nice job raiding here with his units.
Oh yeah. I mean, chasing all these villagers away. Lucas doesn't
Yeah.
even see it. Oh, now he saw it.
Yeah.
But that's like 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. That's a quarter of his economy there, just going down here.
Yeah, game is definitely over.
Yeah.
But
Oh my god, and that's what he needed to make all those coyotes, and that's just over
yeah.
now.
I really want to see. I want to see Lancers one-hit Mace Sultans in this matchup, although I don't think we will. I want to see that card.
There we go. Lucas has
GG.
resigned.
Yeah. So, 1-1 now. Goodness.
And these two players are really matched really well. Like, oh, he's got the sound bug, and that's why we saw all those villages every time. Yeah, like he didn't hear it. Yeah.
I don't know how much that was a throw by Lucas. I mean, well, potentially he had a large window to push in where he didn't. And when he did finally push in, he got caught by a really nice pop by Hazza. I just think it was a pretty close game. I don't think any one player threw.
Makes you actually think about this whole warrior priest strat.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not a huge Aztec player, but I think that it's a good build order. Like, I think it got him to where he wanted to be. Hazza just had a really nice play there with the Minutemen pop and the Falconets.
Do you think a few walls might have helped him? Like, especially when those dogs came into play?
Potentially.
I'm just asking, just wondering whether I could use that tomorrow as well. It seems such a waste of resources though. Like all those villagers on your fire pit. Whereas my instinct would be just to go full on rush on those on that Spanish place. And perhaps if he had done that, if he had built a war hut, gathered the 250 wood while aging up, get those 2 skull knights for free out on the war hut, perhaps he might have been able to push Hazza a bit
It's
and
possible.
at least slow down that fast fortress he did. But really nicely done by Hazza.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so let's see what kind of mind games are going to take place now. So Hazza won. Lucas chose Aztec. Not quite familiar what Lucas's main civ would be. Do you know that?
No, I am not. Like we mentioned before, Lucas plays primarily treaty. I'm definitely not a treaty player, and I'm not familiar with his habits and supremacy.
I do think that Hazza does like his European civs.
Yeah, Hazza's, as far as I can tell, could play pretty much any civ at a really high level. So.
Yep. But I think I remember him playing German a lot.
Yeah, I've also seen him play civs like Russia, Japan. Of course, we've already seen him play Aztec. Yeah, I think he does China, he does France, or Germany. I don't know, a whole host of civs.
Yeah, quite interestingly, no player has yet taken up the bet set out by AoE321 for a Sioux player to win at least a match, and she will grant him then 50 euros via PayPal.
Oh, did she actually say that?
Yeah, so
That's hilarious.
if I were in the championship, I would at least try it.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty good way to make some 50 euros.
And especially because it seems to be that the EP team actually thinks that Sioux is one of the top 3 civs now. It's roughly the second best civ. So
yeah, I honestly think that they're really good. And we saw that sentiment being expressed in that thread, where a lot of top players said the same thing.
Hold on. Can they? Oh, they're just going to check the map,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. They're just gonna look at it.
I mean, they can't pick the same civs twice, right? Oh,
Right.
yeah. Oh yeah. Check the score, mate. But
Yeah,
it's not a biggie.
It's 1-1. I updated it. It just doesn't stay. It only shows in game.
Yeah, and after the game, it's you can't change it once they resign.
Right.
Well, yeah, arguably not the best Sioux map.
No.
However, no trade post, so that's going to limit European civs, so might be worthwhile. I think you could do it.
I think it also kind of hurts Sioux though, in a way. I think Sioux have kind of turned into a semi-FF civ as well.
I think you can play Sioux without a TP.
You certainly can. It's just going to be quite an aggressive game, I think.
So 1-1, right?
Yes, 1-1. A best of 5 series.
Right from the get-go, these two players are really telling each other, I'm going to win this. And it's different from the other match we had, right? Team Gungun.
Right. Yeah, these guys are friends and they know each other, and both, of course, want to advance to the next round, but they're just having a good time with it.
Mm. Okay, so Hazza's going to pick a Civ now, and he's gone for Port, like you said, right?
Yeah, this is a good map because I was talking about this with Kaiser in the first series of the day. Alaska is actually a lot like Cascade Range. It has a little bit more hunts, but it's still non-TP. It has the 2 Nuka villages. And yeah, I mean, I think Port does a fantastic job here. They have a really solid H2 and good map control, which are 2 really important parts of the game. 2 heroes in deck. Of course, that's a treaty reference. For those unfamiliar in treaty, explorers are very nice because they have the crack shot ability, and Portuguese can send 2 additional explorers in H4, so they have 3 crack shots going on at kind of on a consistent rotation. At least that's what I believe. I honestly don't play treaty, so that's an educated guess.
Don't think there's a big difference by choosing either blue or red, right, on this map.
Oh yeah.
What? I guess this is this is some inside joke I'm not aware of.
Yeah, I mean they're both treaty players, so.
Chubby Mustafa.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, so civs reset after the half point of the series, which would be on game 4. All right, well, let's see what Lucas decides to play versus Port. Brits. That's a good enough choice.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean Brits does well versus any civ. This map might be a little low hunt, but I think Brits are gonna give him a good shot.
Call me crazy. I would have gone Dutch actually, but let's see what the Brits can do versus Port.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, Dutch is just so nice. That all the skirmishes.
Yeah, Dutch would have been another really nice civ. I agree. A nice choice.
Okay, so Lucas, Brigadier, Hazza captain rank battling it out on Alaska. It
That's
has
correct.
water. Do you expect any sea play?
I wouldn't be surprised to see it out of Hazza, actually. And Ports has definitely said they can do that. They don't have a villager shipment in Age 1, so it leaves them sort of more open to do various strategies. Whereas for the British player, maybe I wouldn't expect to see it off the start, but I think it's very possible they could transition to sea mid-game as their hunts run out. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm checking the hunts. They're a bit. Yeah, they seem to be a bit closer to Hazza's base, but perfectly herdable by Lucas, I think. So looks okay, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Both players have 3 hunts within roughly the same distance of their TC, in addition to their starting hunts, and then
Could
this
you do me a
marks the hunt
favor?
between them. Yeah.
Could you correct the scores to 1-1?
Yeah, they're already correct. We're good.
Oh, it's on my screen, of course. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, no problem.
Right.
So, looks like Lucas is going to go for a market starts. I
Yeah,
believe
and he's researching hunting dogs already.
Yeah, and Hazza's also going early market. So it must have been a coin start.
And they've both gone for it.
Yeah.
So, and Hazza seems to go for 10-10.
Yeah, I think that's just gonna. Yeah, it's gonna be that way until he gets his house. Because Portuguese start with 7 villagers, they really have to get that house up quick, else they're popped.
Oh, shame. I actually thought he was just going just for 10-10 age up, but indeed, the house is down. So he's going to go for the regular 14 or 15. What do you think?
I think 14 is more standard. I
Okay.
expect to see that.
Lucas, I don't know, but Lucas is at 16 fails already.
Yeah, I think it counts how many he's queued up. Maybe.
No.
It must because this is
17.
Because that is way too many. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, he only has 12 right now, but he has a 3 on the way, plus 2 queued up. So that's how it counts it.
Okay. Well, it would be really interesting to see Lucas go age up with 17 and versus Hazard's 13 or 14. Oh, and he's going to find the 150 wood. Look.
Oh, that's such a huge treasure.
Yeah, Lucas doesn't know about it at all. He's on the complete opposite side of the map.
Yeah, it has it scouted. I mean, surely he should go back.
Yeah, he must have. Yeah, he must have. Totally.
Perhaps or maybe it just skirted the edge. I'm not sure.
Well, I think he's just being overly careful, like checking where the other explorer is.
Yeah, if he doesn't know, and he does have the scout, so it's possible he's just trying to figure out what Lucas is up to.
Yeah.
So, both players clicking up to age 2 at about the same time. Hazza with the 13 villagers. Actually, I think that is the most standard. And Lucas with 17, which is also standard. He did
17?
find that. Well,
17 standard? That's quite a lot, isn't it?
It's technically one more than you usually do. Normally, you do 15 plus the amount of manors you make.
Yeah.
But he found the 110 wood treasure, and so he just chopped that extra 25 wood.
And he's going to pick up another 80 wood, like in the corner over here.
Yeah, that's really nice, to be honest.
These are some really good treasures.
Yeah. It's basically Cascade range with better treasures and slightly more hunts.
But Hazza is moving in. Might he be able to steal it?
Oh, with the villager.
Is he going to be on time? He's got a villager, just to make sure. And this lag is killing us. Oh my god.
This could be totally worth it.
This is going to be so close. And who's got it?
He can at least melee. He can melee.
Oh, Lucas got it. Well, that's fortunate for him. But I couldn't tell. I just simply couldn't tell. Like the villager moved at the same time as Lucas did.
Yeah, that's very close.
Yeah, that's good for Lucas. He's going to be really happy with that.
Oh, he clicked off. Lucas keeps his explorer. All right, so some important things to note. We do have a forward base coming from Brits here along with the trading post. And it looks
So
like it's
Hazza
going
is
to
going
be
to see
right
it.
on top of the town center, which, okay, Hazza decides to place just slightly more defensive.
Yeah.
And Hazza did save his H1 shipment, so he'll get back-to-back H2 shipments, which means that he has a lot of potential to actually put out a nice amount of units here in the early game.
Yeah, he's going for double Rex, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's going to be able to at least pump out twice the amount of units, and I'm expecting totally like for him to go double Musk, send the 8 Expo card, and just take out this whole FB.
Yeah, I think you're right, especially because longbowmen don't do fantastically great against musketeers. So I think double Musk is actually a pretty safe bet.
And the first batch of musketeers coming out, but these 2 barracks are already up, so they're not going to be able to do anything here.
Right. And this is kind of exciting dual FBs we got here. I'm looking forward to this.
I know, right? This town center placement is so annoying. Like, you just can't move in.
Yeah, it's huge amounts of map control because, I mean, it represents a Minuteman pop, which is super risky to push into.
So the first batch of musketeers coming out, 8 musketeers.
Oh, he did double
built 2
market.
markets.
Gosh.
That feeling you've got.
I know, he just threw 100 wood away.
At least he can laugh about it. So
yeah,
that's good.
It happens. It's just one of those things. I've started, whenever I build a market, I quickly do my find market hotkey to make sure I haven't already built one, because I used to have this problem quite a lot. I don't know why.
Seriously, like, I have never, but I guess that's something you get once you go above level 25.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, sometimes when you're doing your APM things and you forget that you built a market already in H1, and you're just like, well, I normally build a market with 700 wood, so you just lay it down just kind of out of habit. I don't know.
Lucas has been sending villagers, whereas Hazza has been sending crates. Both have similar upgrades from the market to steel trap, but I'm thinking Hazza might actually try a cheeky fast fortress again. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm wondering why he doesn't have more. Oh, he's just still making units.
Well, he's got the 700 gold.
Yeah, he does have the gold, but I think it's just for making units. He has all of his villagers on food right now, except for one collecting the crates. Of course, Portuguese don't have any villager shipments they can send, so the crates are just about the best thing they can do. But they can get like a pretty insane mass just off those crates, and I think 8 crossbowmen is going to be his timing here. Maybe he'll wait for 600 wood and make more crossbows. I don't know. Oh, we have a cheeky 5 musketeer potential raid up there. Didn't see the villager.
Just passed it.
Yeah. Oh, 8 crossbows and Minutemen. Look at this mass. And the 5.
That's such a nice pop.
And these guys are just out of position. I mean, he's going to be able to take down this forward base no problem.
And look at us, 45 units versus 27 at this very moment. And yeah, Lucas is moving away. And these musketeers.
Yeah, they'll get one villager.
At least one villager.
But I mean, it's worth it if you can get this FB. And Lucas is already rebuilding.
Yeah, wouldn't you just take down the tower first?
Yeah. I mean, I think I would. But I don't know. Maybe he just wants to deny as much unit production as he possibly can. You know, maybe that Minuteman was kind of an overreaction. But I don't know. It's still good DPS.
There's one more villager, because there's one lonely here still left. Which is a shame, but not really a big problem at the moment because he still has so many units compared to Lucas. Lucas moving in, trying to save his last barracks, but he's rebuilt one already, so I wouldn't go in, would you?
No, yeah, and he should back off. He got the
Yeah.
one free unit, and that's about all he can hope for.
Hazza has got at least around 10 villages either. You've seen it now.
Oh yeah.
So that's good.
Plus he's kind of awkwardly housed. This is a great fight for Hazza though. Just actually like a huge
Why
fight.
did he move in?
I think just because he knows he needs to save this Rax, but it's just.
But the spread of this line of musketeers is so favorable to Hazza. Look.
Yeah, the problem is Lucas was engaging, but he had so many reinforcements just trickling in that he never actually took a fair fight.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's paying for it.
4 musketeers in exchange for 1. It's, yeah. I think he shouldn't have.
Yeah, and I mean now Hazza can just freely age up off of this if he wants to. He's still trying to save it, but no, don't just fight this. Fight this, Hazza, fight it. Yeah. Okay, yeah, he's trying to go back to his X-bows. Crossbows.
And there you have it. Another batch of X-bows coming out.
Yep, okay, and 6 musketeers is just like the kind of nail in the coffin shipment here.
Oh, yeah.
None of Lucas's villagers are gathering safely. So... Oh, what just... Yeah. Hazza's playing these engagements very safe. Yeah, and I mean now Hazza can age up if he wants to, but also you can just win this age 2 because there's just no safe place for Lucas to gather, and there's no way he's gonna stabilize.
And look, he's got 1/3 of the army of Hazza's. Like, what can you do now? Like, even though your eco is a bit larger than Hazza's, his army is so big, and he's going to catch all these villagers out.
Yeah,
at least 6 of them down.
That is.
All these villagers idle.
I just want to take a moment to, like, that was fantastic splitting by Hazza. He was firing 3 separate volleys to take out villagers as efficiently as possible, and he almost picked up all like 6 of those villagers in just 6 volleys. It was insane.
I mean, I don't know why Lucas is keeping all these villagers in that area. Like, wouldn't you pull them out?
Yeah,
like,
there's just nowhere to put him. I mean, he's just forced to do this.
But he had plenty of time to move them around. Like, just keep on leaving them on food. Like,
perhaps
move them back to your town center, man.
It's just kind of a lost cause either way. Perhaps he's just hoping that he'll get away with it because he needs to do something to make up for everything he's lost.
Well, he has been able to rebuild his meager army back to half the strength of Hazza's, but Hazza is still way ahead. And now, because of that relapse he had with all those villagers on hunts being slaughtered by these musketeers, he's now so far behind in eco. It's like 48 villagers versus 37. I mean, yeah, Brits can scale up really fast, but versus ports, like ports, from the looks of it, is about to age up.
Yeah.
They only need some.
I want Hazza. Yeah, Hazza's doing some great splitting here on these villagers. It's really entertaining to watch. Meanwhile, also the town center is going down. So yeah, it appears to be GG.
Did you see that little raid over here?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my god, that's so annoying because that is the last hunt for Lucas.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so Minutemen come out. Hazza's just playing this super safe. He could take this fight here, maybe, but you know, he's not aging yet. What is he? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, he just clicked it now.
Yep.
So I mean, like intuitively, he probably thinks, well, I shouldn't really take a fight while I'm aging because that's one of the maxims that that you play by in Age of Empires 3, but he's just so far ahead. He really can if he wants.
Yeah, I think he needs to save his army just to have some mass for his cannons. But there you have it. Hazza taunting.
EP ports, I like it.
He knows he's won this.
Yeah. Although to be honest,
knows.
I mean, it was just well played by Hazza. I think Lucas could have. I don't know. I mean, I think Brits can certainly win the H2 fight, but Hazza just had that timing the hit just right at the right time, and the 5 Musketeers were in the south of the map, kind of useless for Lucas. And he was able to overtake the 4th base. I'm not a huge fan of Lucas's build order, actually.
Yeah, so now we're like versus veteran Musketeers, some Cazadores coming out, and they are just going to be able to kite this away infinitely. But Hazza is not even bothering to kite. It's just like, okay, right-click this, attack move it.
A little sloppy there, but no big deal.
Well, that's okay, because look at his mass. Oh,
yeah.
well. At this point, Lucas has 44 units, 2 caravels.
Lucas thinks he's on C. That's hilarious.
Oh, that might be true. And he might be able to at least kill off a few of those villagers. And if he can, that might bring him a bit more back into the game, because he can shoot off all these villages on the coast, right?
Yeah, that'd be a pretty great raid if he got it in.
Yeah, I could do some damage over here.
It's just really funny, though. He just kind of assumes that he's on C because he's like, he must think, how does he get the economy to do these things? Like, for instance, a much better... Oh, but he doesn't have Musketeer hit points in the deck. Wow, that's a mistake.
In the Brit deck?
Yeah, he has too many water cards. He really geared up for kind of a water match this game, and Hazza doesn't have any water cards at all. Interesting.
Yeah, it's a shame, because if he had invested in a little bit of sea play, there we have it. 2 caravels.
Yeah.
Killing off 3 villagers. Oh, those poor villagers.
Oh, it gets out with 0 HP.
Oh, really?
Yeah, lucky son of a gun.
0 SA. Wow.
Happy holidays.
How is that possible?
It's because the game, it only shows integers, but like for instance, this villager might have like 0.25 hit points, but it just rounds down to 0 for the UI.
Okay.
It's kind of a bug in coding, right? Like you'd think that they should just round it up to 1.
That is so weird.
Yeah.
But even with 0 HP, she's going to do some proper working in the fields. Not to worry about that.
Oh my god, he's gone to age 4. Oh, I didn't even notice.
No.
I can't. No. EP ports, dude. Wow.
Oh my god. Heavy cannons? Can we please say heavy cannons? And he's got them.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hazza's going to go heavy cannons. I mean, surely that is probably the only reason to go H4, right? Heavy cannons. Like, he's still a bit... No, he's got the cards. He's got... And he sent... Let's see what's going on. Being researched in queue. How can you see which card is being sent?
You can't. You just have to wait for it to come in.
No. The tension. I can't take it.
I mean, Lucas is not even close to aging. I think he's just staying in it just for good spirit, because at this point the game is all but over.
Yeah, 2 heavies with all these H2 units.
Yeah, Portuguese get a guard upgrade for their musketeers too. We see it just coming right now. The guerreros.
They're guerreros now, and there are the heavies. The heavies have popped out.
Oh gosh, can you imagine this fight?
Can you imagine how it must feel right now with these longbows?
It's gonna look like a cheat. Goodness.
Okay, Hazza 2 OP. This These tables are going down.
Gosh, he has guard units. Oh my gosh.
Hazza is putting his heavies into position, trying to get a really nice shot of all these musketeers. Look at this!
Wow, that just dropped 6 musketeers.
Wow. They were just gone.
I mean, look at these stats: 240 HP against 150.
These musketeers might be able to get at least some damage done.
God, I mean, heavy cannons have so much hit points out. I mean, it's
oh, look, did you
475 hit points.
Musketeers.
I missed the volley. Oh, I'm such a bad caster.
That's the third one. This entire arm is just blasted away. God.
That was actually crazy, but
that was awesome.
The British player lost a lot of villagers early on, and I don't know, I guess ports are just still good, man.
Oh God. Yeah. I definitely feel like he could have done better with Dutch.
Yeah, potentially. He just hit the wrong timing. I mean, he sent 5 villagers, which didn't have time to pay off by the time Hazza massed his musketeers and sent the 8 crossbows. And as a result, he lost his forward base. As a result, he lost villagers. And at that point, it was just game over because Hazza could just completely overtake him.
Yeah, and it's such a shame because Lucas did extremely well and was far ahead in villager count. Like, did you notice that in H2? He was like around 7 or 8 villages ahead.
Right.
Had slightly lesser army, I think like 2 or 3 musketeers less. But then all of a sudden, Hazza just took over. And after that musketeer raid with all those villages on those hunts, yeah, then it was GG. And I don't know, like, I think it was just fun for Hazza to do it, but do you think it was necessary to rub it in like that and go to industrial?
I think Hazza was trying to prove a point with the Civ.
That's too OP.
Yeah, which I mean, you can't really make much of a statement off of this game because, I mean, Lucas also took some really bad trades here too. Just a lot of things that kind of snowballed into it, but yeah, pretty fun match. The series now goes 2-1 favor of Hazza, so Lucas is on the hot seat, 1 game away from elimination.
It was definitely entertaining, yeah.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
Yeah, good on Lucas for fighting this whole battle out. Like, I would have resigned as soon as he hit the H4 button. I would go, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty entertaining to watch H4 units and heavy cannons battle H2 musketeers.
I know, right? So funny. Oh. Well, after this, I would say Mendocino. Don't really particularly like this map, but still, I'd go. I don't know.
Yeah,
China.
It's an interesting map. Sioux as well too. I mean, Mendocino. I mean, you have your trading posts, so pretty much any standard Civ works, does well. And the Civ balance is so, I feel, pretty close nowadays that it doesn't really matter.
I think if it doesn't matter, then one of them should play Sioux.
Yeah, I'd like to see Sioux. Obviously, it's up to them, and it's still a tournament match. There should be a C version, I think.
I haven't got one.
Well, I'm sure not much has changed if players are fine playing B.
And Lucas has chosen Sioux, and yeah, if it is the second best Civ,
Let's see, Mendocino. I'm going to look at this map on the forums.
If it is the second best civ, could be a really good choice for Lucas.
Oh yeah. This is the map with the 4 trading posts just in the horizontal part of the map. So definite potential for Stagecoach, which is where I think actually Sioux excel when they can get the trading post line.
Well, whatever happens after this match, if Lucas wins this match, he's going to pocket at least 50 euros
Yeah, it's kind of like
from from Iowa's bank. It's a good choice.
it's a win-win. So, well, I guess it's not a win if he loses, I suppose, but if he wins, it'll be really nice.
And I think, I don't know why Hazza picked picked Dutch, because I wouldn't. But perhaps Hazza knows more than I, so let's see what she's going to bring to the foray versus Sioux. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm not too familiar with how this matchup goes. I think in that Sioux thread on the forums, Garya was saying something like you ship 4 axe riders first, and then 5 villagers. Then I want to say 700 wood, 700 coin, or maybe just coin after the 5 villagers and age up. And he said it's like a really good build order. Yeah, I don't think you actually ever send the 700 wood.
Let's quickly look at the hunts. I'm actually saying that this is in favor of Hazza, and very difficult for Lucas. They're a bit far off. What do you say? Like Hazza
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
like 3 very close.
Yeah. Let's rehost.
Yeah, and the last one is really safe.
It feels like Lucas is missing a hunt.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd like to get their opinion on it, but maybe they're out of game.
No, like I'm not looking to shaft Hazza at all, but I think both players deserve an equal chance at least.
Yeah, for sure.
And for Sioux, hunts are like incredibly important.
Well, that was like the world's quickest restart ever. That's nice.
Yeah, these are nice players. I'm actually thinking Sioux can win this. Unless Hazza has some dirty tricks up his sleeve, like, I don't know, double tower, wall. What could you do?
I'm not sure. I think you just have to prolong the game so that it lasts. So that, your bank.
Yeah, this looks.
This looks like the same spawn.
Yeah, and blue has definitely more hunts than green. I don't know who's green, but.
Yeah, this is rehost again.
Yeah, it's Mendocino 2B. It sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a very clear case of missing a hunt. I could also get, I also just downloaded the 2.2c map if it's.
Well, I actually have the entire map set.
Okay.
I don't think it has Mendocino in it.
Huh. Well.
Oh, it does.
Oh.
I don't know. I could give it to. Well, let's just try one more time.
Let's try it one more time. Both players are fine with playing the P version. And as far as I know, with this map, there weren't any changes. And a lot of other maps, there were things like added a water spawn or something like that.
That's really odd. Like, I'm pretty sure I'd put it in the right folder. In any case, let's try find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
This looks fair to me.
Yeah, that two of them very close. The third one a bit far off, but the fourth, yeah, that's okay, right?
Yeah. Their next 3 hunts are all within about the same distance
Gold
from their town
mines.
centers.
1. I think the gold mines are screwed up.
No. Gold mines are fine. I think the one doesn't show on the mini map, but both have 2 in their base.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Thankfully, okay. So after some time, we are ready for this match between Lucas as Sioux versus Hazza, playing a very defensive Civ, the Dutch. And I'm just hoping that Hazza is going to put these banks of his as a small wall in front of his town center, or do something with some towers or so, because I don't know how to deal with this onslaught of early cav. So
Yeah, definitely. Building the banks in the front of your base is Dutch is sort of tried and true method to help with their defensive nature, help with defenders' advantage. Meanwhile, because I mean, as we said, I think Sioux definitely needs to be the aggressor in this matchup. Maybe not necessarily in H2, but in H3 for sure, or else Dutch just have a rather insane mid-game economy.
And maybe Lucas is going to pick up this treasure. I hope he does. Like having a medicine man in your army, especially if you have these X riders. I don't know if it's possible to micro that at this high level, but I totally would like try to save an X rider with low HP and put it back and just like let it heal. I mean,
Yeah, I
I don't know.
mean, medicine men used correctly are quite good. The problem is it's 4 cougars, which is actually a lot. I mean, these guys DPS crazy, so you have to micro it just about perfectly. Hope that the Sioux explorer doesn't find it, which it's likely he will because he's so fast. And then meanwhile, you also lose out on the opportunity to go for other treasures, like for instance this nice CDB. So
Yeah. Hazza is going to pick up that CDB.
yeah. Actually, he's having kind of rotten luck microing it. These bears are not being too kind to him.
This HP. It's just like he's lost more than 300 HP on
Yeah,
a few
this
of the
is this
bears.
is the only treasure he's actually gone for with Guardians. So it's
Oh my god, Hazza. That's
it's
so noob.
some of the worst treasure micro I've seen from a top player actually ever. But all is well. He gets it anyways, and it's kind of honestly like a broken treasure. He just randomly gets like 10% more economy than his opponent at the start of the game. It's insane.
Yeah, but you can micro that treasure with like, I don't know, I think it's only a little bit of HP you lose from your explorer if you just do it correctly. He
Yeah,
was just probably busy doing something else.
yeah, that's true. And he's gonna have to micro these black bears actually pretty well to not die.
So Hazza has clicked in, and he really needs to hurt this back to his town center, I think. And probably I would even have gone for this hurt as well. But he's not. He's totally going for a bank. Now picking up the wood crate on the floor. And I do like it. He's aged so fast. He's definitely going to be at least faster, or even at least at the same time as Lucas, because Lucas has not picked the fast age politician, I think. Which
Yeah,
politician do you think he has picked then?
most likely the one with 400 wood. Let's double check. So Mito told me this in between game. Okay, so if you go to text being researched and you click on the actual age up, it tells you the politician. So yeah, he's aging with the chief, which I can all but assume is the 400 wood, and the quartermaster for Hazza, which is also 400 wood.
Oh, right. Yeah, I can see it now. Yeah.
It's actually Hazza actually aged up a build 8. Normally, Dutch will age up with 15 villagers or even 14. So I think he was busy microing. Oh no, the CDB counts as a villager, of course.
He's also going to pick up 90 food. That's pretty good. But what I don't like is that Lucas hasn't gotten the medicine man yet. He's been scouting, of course, which is a good thing. However, I would have liked to see the medicine man. No matter how much damage you lose by getting all those cougars down, you still can let yourself heal by the medicine man. So, but that's just me. Lucas is now scouting out the town. Hazza has not built the bank in the spot. I would actually have done it, like right in front of your TC, because this right now does provide you extra line of sight, but it seems to be a bit far off, right? Do you think
It
Axe
is.
Riders can siege this? I think they can, right?
It is a bit far, but I don't think you're in danger of having it sieged all the way down, just because if Axe Riders are going to be in his base, most likely he'll have a stable up of his own, or there's things like Minutemen or other means to kill sieging Axe Riders. But it is a bit out. I think he wanted to try to protect this gold mine.
Yeah.
And actually, we see a barracks come down. You don't see that every day from Dutch.
Instead of an aggressive attack, we are seeing like a complete village arise at this town center, and this is like 2, 4, 6 times 4%. As 24% extra gathering. Is that correct?
This is so satisfying to look at. I don't know why. You just see all of these little circles under the villagers, like they're gathering very efficiently. He has both hunting dogs and placer mines. This is about as perfect herding as you can possibly get. I don't know, the stable behind the town center, like this is everything that Zuda spent his time as a caster like promoting should be ideal resource placement under TC. Like it's just perfect, screenshot worthy. But 5 Axe Riders, yeah, it is.
Bubble to trade post as well. 4 Axe Riders just popping out. He's actually made them. It's not a card.
Yeah, so. And it looks like Hazza want to do a sort of pike semi-FF. So in response to the Axe Riders, the pikes is a very nice idea.
But I'm sorry to say, mate, this just feels already like it's too late. 4th bank coming up, pikes out. I mean, these Axe Riders cannot do anything now. And this whole setup that Lucas has built, that looks actually like a fast fortress to me.
Yeah.
7 gold. I think he's going to age up.
I think he's going to too. So this is the same exact build order that Garya mentioned in the thread, except that Garya's, I believe, was shipping for Axe Rider first, and then also making 5. Which, if you think about it, imagine if he had 9 Axe Rider here. Like, these 5 pikes stand no chance. And then the skirmishers die, and even Minutemen don't hardly do much to that.
Oh my god, it is the 5th bank. I mean,
it is.
That is going to add so much coin to his economy.
Yeah, and if you just think, I mean, if he had 9 Axe Riders right now, this army would be dead, and this bank wagon would be in much more danger. So I kind of have to say I like that build order that Garya detailed where he sent the Axe Riders as well.
But the adaptation that Lucas has made, they seem to be a bit too greedy, right? Is that what you're saying?
The Dutch player? Or?
No. For the Sioux player.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Sioux player is he's just gonna get out ecoed if he doesn't be more aggressive. Is kind of what I'm saying.
Sioux has got 2 shipments almost, I think. So once he ages, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both aging. Oh my god, they're both aging, and he's aged with the messengers, so the fast fortress age up, and Hazza is also aging, but a bit slower.
He clicked up a bit later, but the thing is, he has now 44 recalculated economic population to Sioux's 27. I mean, if Sioux's going to be like this, I mean, he might as well just take the TP line instead. Like, he's sort of at this awkward point where he tried to be aggressive, but it wasn't enough, and he didn't have enough greed behind it to keep up with Dutch's economy. It just kind of feels like an awkward build order.
Yeah, and you know, musket riders versus routers and skirmishers, they're not going to be a good match because Sioux has so intense problems with gathering gold, whereas for Dutch it's so easy. Like, they just can pump out those routers like en masse, and Sioux is just really strapped for coin all the time, especially when you go for that musket rider build. But he has sent some, what are these guys called again? These Vaquinas?
Vaquinas, yeah.
True, but still, Vaquinas versus skirmishers.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
and I mean 1k wood coming in for Dutch. This is just not going to be enough pressure for the Sioux player.
Yeah.
Pretty soon
Did you-
Hazza's going to be producing from like 4 military buildings.
Yeah, but did you see that those Vaquinas, as soon as they left the town where all the teepees were, they lost almost 25% of their HP.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise
That's
me.
huge.
Wow, 5. Okay, I have to critique this. 5 rifle riders in this matchup. Rifle riders are a very niche unit that only really should be used against heavy infantry. The Dutch players don't produce heavy infantry. I mean, they just go skirm, goon, Hus, and so rifle riders should have been a card like 5 axe riders. Like that would have been nice, or cap combat or something.
Hazza has, like the noopiest, made 8 hussars. And that's just going to be really good for Lucas, because all these cav units are going to be direct counters to these hussars, right?
Yeah,
these axe riders.
It actually would be kind of nice.
These axe riders are so powerful versus hussars.
Yeah. So if we look at stats, these well, veterancy is about to come in. So let me wait just 5 seconds for that to come in. So veteran hussars have 384 hit points and 36 hand attack.
Now I stand corrected. Yeah. This is now definitely again back into Hazza's favor. However, this mass of military units is quite good. Look.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Look at all those axes.
Yeah,
oh my God.
And okay, so Lucas has to do something. I mean, it's 75 to 40 pop. Like, Sioux can definitely win this matchup. They just have to be aggressive about it, you know? Because right now, if you allow Dutch to go 1k wood, and now he's even gotten 1,000 food. Like, Dutch is going so greedy right now. Just so he can produce from as many things as possible.
Yeah, this looks like... and he's gone for more hussars. It's like... Does he have any routers?
I think he's going for full hussar cheese.
This Hazza has gone completely mad.
Well, it might. I don't know. Yeah, it's tough. So he's going to send cap combat for his next card. Like I just know it, which is actually going to make these hussars super beefy.
But this is so irregular. Like, to not have any routers versus Sioux.
Yeah, definitely strange.
It's like as if he's trying to make a point. Oh, there are some routers now. I mean, thankfully.
This is a nice...
Yeah.
This is a nice unit composition, but we'll see if he goes in. His units are kind of out of position. He's got these pikes awkwardly grouped, and Cav Combat is not in yet. He's taking this fight a little prematurely. Although the pikemen are getting great DPS down on these axe riders. The Reuters are doing a great job. Wow, he's gonna... I think Hazza cleans this fight up easy. The reinforcements are just not there for the Sioux player.
But he has got Cav Combat, and look at those stats. 432 versus 312.
Oh my gosh. The Sioux player shipped 4 rifle riders. That has to be such a bad card, though.
Oh, that's a bit of a shame here.
Yeah. And he still almost wins the fight, though. I mean, like, Sioux definitely has a window of opportunity in this matchup. But, yeah, he wins the fight. How does that even... Well, okay, here come 10 more hussars, so never mind. I mean, rifle riders only have, like, 12 range. It's kind of sad.
And it's such a shame, because for a moment it looked like Lucas had the upper hand. But, yeah, that batch of hussars... They're so beefy right now. 432 HP.
I mean, and at this point, so Sioux basically missed their window. Dutch stabilized just fine. They got an equal trade. Yeah. Actually, Dutch got a nice trade. And now the ecos are just so far in his favor that the sort of better military units that the Sioux player has is not going to really matter. And yeah, this is gonna be a pretty brutal trap.
A sneaky
I
two
mean, I would
hussars on
just
the left.
yeah, I would just fight this if I was Hazza. Just go, 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 go.
No, it looks like he's enjoying himself too much.
He probably
There's
is.
no reason for him to move.
Yeah.
He's just enjoying himself too much.
Yeah, he wants these Reuters. Actually, that was a really nice move ready for the Reuters. That was A+. Maybe sound is a bit loud. I mean, the Sioux player never got cap combat in. Like, that's pretty just kind of bad.
Yeah, I think that was won decisively by the Dutch player. The hero is trying to get
Rip.
hits, but that's done.
100 XP? I did not know that the Sioux is worth 100. That's nice. Oh, is he dancing for it at a fire pit somewhere? No, it just really gains hit points quick. Well, yeah, so we see economic population 58 to 38, favor of 20, and military population of favor of 30 to Hazza, so game is looking quite decidedly in his favor.
However, these axe riders now have 457 HP.
Yeah, it's kind of cool to see them in the TPs.
Makes you actually think, like, if you had only built a few TPs around here, in the center of the map, could have helped him a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, potentially. Oof. All these villagers are going to get caught by these two hussars. I'm going to scout them.
This looks like a repeat of last game. Like, villagers just being caught out in the open.
Yeah, I mean...
Luke is not caring about those villagers.
It's just like he can't... He's already so far behind. If he doesn't gather with his villagers, then there's even no hope of him winning. So he can just kind of hope that he doesn't catch them or something.
Right.
So that's the series. 3-1 in favor of Hazza.
Yep, quite a shame. I had hoped still to be really strong in this matchup, but
yeah, and I think we saw that they can do quite well. That they have like windows to do things, but I just don't think that Lucas quite properly capitalized on them. I don't know.
Yeah, I would have totally expected Axe Riders in my base as soon as I'm building my second bank, and there weren't any, so...
Yeah, there really weren't. And so as a result, Hazza could just do his EP Dutch things and just outgather by an obscene amount.
Yep. Just a massive eco difference. Almost 10k.
Yeah, it was quite insane.
Yeah.
Alright, well, and we lost our connection to ESO, so lovely. That's going to be it for me. I've got some things to do today, and I accidentally closed the game, so everyone is seeing is a black screen, so I'll wrap this up quickly. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Thank you for casting, eh?
Yeah, I was about to say the same. Thanks for casting with me. I appreciate the other voice to talk to, so...
Yep, we should do this more often, eh?
Yeah, I'd love to. All right, well, thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good day.